I am watching Grandpa. This extract is taken from an article which was published in the Times of India. Through this chapter, the author wants us to know and realize that we should not waste paper and how we can reuse paper. So we'll start with the chapter now. My sister and I were spending the weekend with our grandparents. This was the first time we were actually staying for more than a day. Our visits were usually shorter. Grandpa's house was located near the noisy, bustling, dusty S.P. Mukherjee Road, the other end of the city where we lived. Grandpa and I shared a room, and as was customary, he said his prayers before bed and made me join in. I had an uneasy night. Uneasy means uncomfortable, with all the traffic sounds and lights from the main road. I managed to get some sleep, but was disturbed by movements in the room. I opened my eyes a bit. It was still dark outside. Grandpa was sitting up. I assumed means I thought he was going to the toilet. I shut my eyes again. A weird rustling sound continued. I opened my eyes again. Weird means odd. Rustling, soft sound caused by the movement of dry leaves or paper. I opened my eyes again, saw Grandpa, and wanted to tell him to go to sleep. But Grandpa had slipped into a faded t shirt. Then he looked under the bed and located his slippers. Grabbing a large bag from the foot of the bed, he got up. What was he doing? Shopping in his sleep? Lifting his feet up high with each step, he crept forward stealthily to the door, all the while imagining I was fast asleep. I looked at my watch. It showed the awkward time of 3:30 a.m. The sight of a 70-odd-year-old man sleepwalking like this seemed so strange. I could not control a giggle. Giggle is a light laugh. He turned around with surprising agility, his large owl like eyes probing through the darkness to locate the source of the sound. Be quiet if you want to come with me, he said. I never imagined an adventure with Grandpa. A few moments later, he led me through the main gate of the apartment and up the stairs, where he had rented out a floor to a computer institute. When we got to the third floor, he took out a bunch of keys. The room, when it was not full of students, served as a cyber cafe. But it was not the main room that interested Grandpa. He took a right turn into another room, and when we entered what looked like a shabby storehouse, shabby means dirty, he took two confident steps and turned on a light. His tenants trusted him with all their secure teaching material, and here we were, robbing them of God knows what. Grandpa whispered, Lend me a hand, son. Lend me a hand means to help. I went closer. He was crouched on the floor, his shopping bag open. A large stack of paper was strewn about towards one corner. Strewn means untidily scattered. I helped him pile the paper into his bag. After filling it, we hurried down. It was 4:45 a.m. by my watch. Hey, he called out. Help me with these. Sort these papers out. One side used over here, both sides used here, and blank papers here. The work was easy but time consuming. What are you going to do with these, Grandpa? I asked him, trying my best to sound non inquisitive. Non inquisitive means not showing any curiosity. These computer people don't respect paper. Every day they throw away all these sheets. They've given me the keys to open the gate for the sweeper when he comes at 6 a.m. He takes these and gives them to the junk dealer who disposes of them carelessly. So instead, I do half his job for him. I was amazed, means surprised, by how much importance he was giving to such a seemingly trivial matter. Every day, my friends and I would waste hundreds of sheets at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat means without hesitation or without any good reason. Pointing to the used up pile, which was the smallest, he said, "These I'll give to the hawker downstairs. The one side used papers I'll use for my accounts and also give some to the poor children at the NGO in the neighborhood. They practice maths on them." I was shocked. I learned that the old man had been doing this for months now. This was a real, concrete, genuine effort to save paper and the planet. I stared at the spectogenarian in awe. Spectogenarian is a person who is in his 70s. In awe means in respect, a feeling of respect. No school education on environment had ever made an impression on me, my classmates, or anyone. But his lone endeavor made me realize it all. For the first time, I truly understood. And what did the author understand? That we should not waste paper, and paper should be reused and recycled. Thank you.